Another day in another practice officially in the books for the New England Patriots. Now, yesterday we didn't really cover the Patriots, but all you need to know, it was a rough day for Drake Maye and a great day for Jacoby Brissett. Now, today was a little bit better of a day offensively. Actually, on both ends, the defense played good as well. I mean, dude, honestly, the best thing you need to have in training camp is a well-balanced approach. You never want to see the offense dominate 6 practices in a row, and you never want to see the defense dominate, because that's, a telltale sign, the writing on the wall of what's to come during the regular season. One side of the ball is going to be terrible, the other side could be pretty good, right? Now, with that being said, we're going to break down everything you need to know about today's practice. We got you guys covered. Before we jump in, though, I need you guys to do me a favor and go give a follow to all of the Patriots media members on X right now. Guys, I promise you, you will not regret it if you do it right now. They're going to keep you updated with not only highlights, but news and notes from practice every single day as well. Without them, I wouldn't be able to make these videos, so go follow them on X right now. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video. So, one of the biggest question marks here for the Patriots, as we've been, looking at camp and, observing who's starting where, is within the offensive line. Now, real quickly, I want you guys to comment down below who you think the starting offensive line will be on day 1, everybody healthy. Comment down below. But today in practice, we've had consistently a similar offensive line throughout training camp. Usually it's the same. Sometimes they switch it up a little bit. But for the most part, it has been Caden Wallace at left tackle, Sidy Sow at left guard, Nick Leverett at center, obviously filling in for David Andrews. So again, plug Andrews into your center role if he's healthy. I don't know when he's going to be healthy. Hopefully soon, right? And then right guard, Michael Onwenu. And then right tackle, Chukwuma Okorafor. Those have been your 5 starting offensive linemen for potentially, or not potentially, but for realistically the last couple of practices here. So, what do you guys think? Is that your offensive line, or do you think they make a switch? Now, we did have a lot of 11 on 11s and 7 on 7 work today. We also got to see some 1-on-1s as well. You know what? Let's start off with the 1-on-1s, because those are probably my favorite portion of practice outside of the 11 on 11s. 1-on-1 pass rush highlights are amazing. We get to see Keon White dominate. Guys, I don't know if you guys really fully understand, but Keon White looks like I don't even know how to compare him. He looks just really, really good, quick, elusive, smart, high IQ, gets around the corner with blazing speed, and has the track down skills of anyone else. Max Crosby. This guy looks like he could be really, really good this season for the Patriots. He was 2-0 in his 1-on-1 pass rush drills, beating Mike Onwenu and Antonio Maffei. Rookie offensive lineman Caden Wallace and Layden Robinson flashed today, had some really big wins in 1-on-1s. Rough day for Tyron Wheatley, got beat a couple of times. Dietrich Wise beat Calvin Anderson off the edge pretty badly and would have allowed a sack on the quarterback. So that was probably the 4 or 5 biggest takeaways from the 1-on-1 pass rush drills. Now let's get into some 7 on 7s. Also, big shout out to Andrew Callahan on X for these, because without him, we wouldn't really know too much about these. So go follow him on X as well. Let's talk about some 7 on 7. So the initial ones were Jacoby Brissett taking the first team reps. He's been the starter. He's been the guy taking the majority of the starting reps with the first team. I think they really want to ease Drake Maye into it. I think that is the smartest thing you can do. For the people saying Drake Maye should start, it's not that I disagree with you, because I do think Drake Maye could be will be the better quarterback. I just think there is sometimes a negative impact in throwing him into the mix right away, and I don't think you should do it. If you give him 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks to just learn a little bit, I think that could benefit him. Now, before we get into the certain passes, who threw what and what happened when, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Patriots throughout the rest of training camp, preseason, regular season, breaking down film, looking at highlights, doing everything we can to keep you guys updated. And throughout the preseason, we will be live streaming Patriots games on my Twitch. You can find the link in the description below, or at Matty Dubs with 3 S's. Now, with that being said, let's get into the good stuff. 7 on 7s. Jacoby Brissett was 2 of 4, or actually 3 of 7 overall. And then Drake Maye was 5 of 6. So not bad. Drake Maye definitely bounced back today, had a better practice. We had a touchdown for Jalen Polk from Brissett on a sluggo route. Beautiful, beautiful route. Probably one of the best from the day. 20-yard touchdown out. Loved it. Maye also hit a flat route, a quick slant, and then a quick out as well. So Drake Maye did a really good job going through his progressions and taking what the defense gives you. I think there's certain points in time where you need to take that calculated risk down the field, but there's also times where when you take what the defense gives you, you're going to be able to slowly dink and dunk down the field and win football games like that. I mean, Tom Brady did it for a long time, right? So again, don't be scared to take what the defense is giving you. We also saw Demario Douglas back at practice. Did have a non-contact jersey on, which means, he just can't get hit. But overall, had a good practice. Had an out route pass caught in the first team period. He looks like maybe the day one starter at wide receiver for this New England Patriots team. There's a lot of guys mixing in with KJ Osborne and Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. There's so many guys. Tyquan Thornton actually looked good today. Had a couple of big-time routes in one-on-ones as well. Stevenson led with 2 catches during 7-on-7s. He was and will be heavily targeted out of the backfield, as well as Antonio Gibson. And then we got to move into some 11-on-11s. And this is where things started to, really ramp up in practice for the defense. Jacoby Brissett was 1 of 3. One of those was a drop, though. Drake Maye came in, was 2 of 2. Maye hit a flat completion and then another check down as well. Juju was wide open and dropped a pass. So he's been having a really tough start to training camp so far. Just a lot of drops, and you can just tell maybe just not too focused right now. But Juju's a guy who most likely will be cut from this football team if he doesn't, pick it up sooner rather than later. So keep an eye on Juju going forward. Strong start for the running game. But it fizzled out at the end. There was a lot of stuff. So I think 3 out of 7 rushes were stuffed. A lot of guys just making plays in the backfield. We had some PBUs for Bledsoe. He came out here, made a couple of big-time plays. And like we said earlier, Wallace got the start at the left tackle position. So that was pretty much the biggest takeaways. And again, shout out to Andrew Callahan for the notes on that. Javon Baker and Jalen Polk have pretty much been lighting up camp. I don't know, yesterday we didn't post a video, but Javon Baker was nasty, having a couple of big-time catches. Polk had a drop yesterday, had another drop today, but overall, he's been open, right? That's the big thing about Jalen Polk is the route-running capability of Jalen Polk is probably top tier, and then Javon Baker is just a dog. I mean, this dude, if this ball is anywhere near him, he's going to go up and go get it. So, shout out to him. Tyquan Thornton, like we said, had a good route today, really destroyed a cornerback. I'm not too sure who it was. Keyshawn Butte made a beautiful catch on a deep ball versus Marcus Jones. A lot of high points throughout one-on-ones for Drake Maye, making sure that his wide receivers had capabilities of going up and get it. And during those one-on-ones, Drake Maye was 9 of 16. Incompletions included a deep ball to KJ Osborne that was ripped out by Jonathan Jones, who's been good, and then a drop by Mitchell Wilcox as well. A lot of play action, rollouts, trying to get these quarterbacks on their feet a little bit. But overall was a really good practice for the Patriots. Both sides played well. The offense ended up starting well. Defense ended it pretty well as at the same time. So big shout out to Javon Baker. Sean Wade had a good day. A couple of PBUs by him. Broke one up to Javon Baker. Ramondre Stevenson had a good day. Drake Maye. Demario Douglas was in his red contact jersey, but honestly, I'm excited, man. Pats, look, Keon White, definitely a winner today. Definitely a winner. Yeah, that's all we have for you in this video, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and yeah, let me know if you guys want the next part 2. Peace.